Hello YouTube, Mike the Gambling Guy here, bringing you today 21 part 2, right? So in part 1, what did I do? I lost a leg. So I've been able to take a few days off and work that back up. Now the very next day, I had actually got to my goal for that day, except I needed 1 unit. So then in my progression, I went down to the 5th bet, and lost the 5th bet. I'm like, okay, I got 1 more bullet, and I wasn't willing to fire that bullet. So at that point, I was down $200 from where I had ended the video the day before, and I was like, I'm not gonna do a $260 bet here. I'm just gonna take some time. We're gonna earn that back. So I ended up gaining basically back the $200 for that day, and then got back to even. And then for the next 3 days, I just made $200 a day. So you're going to see that we're going to look and see what's going on with the tables, and we're going to continue to do the dance. But you can see my balance is at $2,900, and I'm still at a $20 unit. And so we're going to continue to do the dance, and by that, it looks like we had a no mirror. So if you're unfamiliar with what I'm talking about, I'm either looking for mirrors or no mirrors, and if there are 2 things in one progression, or going back to back 2 times, then I go for the third. So like here, we have a yes, and in this case, I'm going for the third, which would be a no. So this is going to be a no on banker. Now I am going to try a little different money management this morning. Listening to my viewers, they said try to do a positive progression betting system. So we're going to be putting $200 at risk, not the full leg of 640 that I currently have available, but they said put 10 units at risk. So what we're going to be doing is going to be betting one unit bet. When that one wins, then we go to a 2 unit bet. And if that one wins, we go back to 1. If it loses, well, we still go back to a 1. Right? So every time we're starting with a 1 unit bet. And then we got our first one. So now our next bet that we're going to bet, we're going to be betting for 2 units. So that way we're going to win 2 bets. We're going to be up 3 units. That's the idea. And especially with the dance, because the dance does hit back to back quite often. Right? Now, you saw me the other day, I lost back to back as well. So, I mean, that could happen. So, but in this money management of the positive progression, I'm really only putting 2 units at risk. It'd be interesting to see if a tie comes here. Hopefully you've been paying attention to the ties and seeing that the lines that they create. Because a lot of the money that I got back, I really got back from watching the ties hit. I mean, it's just crazy. Every once in a while you go, listen to the guy on your shoulder. Intuition is a big part of what we do, right? You gotta listen to your higher voice talking to you. So we know this one went no. Don't play next to a tie. So this one would be a yes down here in that box. Again, be for 2 units, looking for a yes. The other table is only just a little bit ahead of this one, but they also are not. We don't have a bet position available right there. They had just gone yes, no, yes, no. So come on, dance. The energy of the dance. Hopefully some of you checked out the solar lunar forecast from solarlunarforecast.com, and you can put in your zip code and have it create a calendar for your area, so you can see when the solar power was. Because it was crazy this weekend. There were a lot of streaks as I was paying attention to the game. Not necessarily working necessarily for the dance, but the streaks were certainly there. There were some long runs. So we're going to need a little bit of help. Didn't get it. That would have paid 30 to 1 on the other side if we had bet a dragon on the other side. So now we're going back to a 1 unit bet. That's gonna be a difficult one. So they continue to do the no dance. 4 no's in a row. I don't chase it. I'm still not going to go to position 5 or 6. So the strategy of the dance isn't changing. We're just changing how we're doing the money management. Let's go look and see what the other table's doing. So this had a no, yes, no, 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 no. Would have also stopped out there. No, no, yes, yes. It did not boomerang. Yes, no. Would have won there on the second bet. Yes, it did boomerang. No, yes, no, yes. It had played next to the tie. So the Cockroach Pig Road, this is on a pretty good red slash streak here. And actually, I would expect player to show up here as well, give them their 7th red slash. And that would also put a blue dot up here on the main road, because that would continue the threes. Right, the threes have been the predominant pattern that's been happening here. So if it goes banker, then we're, as it did, then we're going to be going player for 1 unit. So this is our 3rd unit at risk. Nice. All right. Now we need the back-to-backs to come, right? Now the boomerang has been mixed here. Let's just pop back the other table, see what's happening there. So we had a no, no, yes. No, it did boomerang. And back to a yes. So this one I'm not surprised it did boomerang because it had so many results of the no. I mean, it went 4 times anyway, right? Because those are the ones that we had lived through. And then it finally had come back and went to a yes as soon as we weren't chasing it. And then it went no for the boomerang. All right, so the other table, we do have a yes opportunity for 2 units. Again, why are we doing 2 units? Because we're doing our positive progression. We want to get 2 wins back to back. But we're not increasing that. It's always going to be a 1 unit base unit. So if it was going to be a Paroli bet, we would actually had bet that up to 4 times, but we would actually had fluctuated the bet. No, Paroli goes 1, 2, 4, and we got it. So we're doing good. So let's jump back to the other table. So we're basically up 1 unit again, which I'm happy with. No, no, and we didn't get on here for a yes. They already closed the betting. So let's see if the yes would have happened, because we would have been betting on player here because they had gone no, no prior. Both get a card. A tie. Okay, so now we're going to go for the banker. Oh, no. 1 unit. We just won, Mike. Pay attention. You won your second bet. You're going back to 1 unit. So back to 1 unit for the win. And then we go to a 2 unit. Again, this is brand new to me. I haven't done this one before. I've done one similar, but it's one where I actually have multiple steps, and I increase the steps as I go. Nice. First bet win, so we're up 2 units. So hopefully today we're going to get the progression to continue, and which means at some point tomorrow, I'll have to get to $3,200 to where we go to a $25 unit. So we had a little bit of a delay. Looks like this is going to be a yes, yes. Nope, tie. Wow, 9-9 tie. And there's the line with a little bit of lightning hook on the end. We just missed our bet on the other table. She had a no and went yes right away. So that would have been fantastic for our 2 unit. Because we hit that next 2 unit bet. This video is in the books, baby. Because I normally play, get 3 to 5 units, and if we can just come out here and knock out 4 units, that's really good. Because I typically will, as I've been playing the last few days, I'll get on, I'll hit 1 or 2 units, and I'm off. And she did come back with the boomerang, so we don't have a bet over there either. Oh, darn it, we do. We got a bet here. Pay attention, Mike. We had a yes, yes. So this would be going for a banker. Would have been 2 units on the banker. And right there, we'd have been done. Yeah, she'd be trying to play 2 tables, right? All right, so we have a no, no, going for the yes. Oh, an 8. Come on with the stinger. Let's get the 9. Got the tie. Should have placed it because look at that line. Look at that line. How'd you not see that coming? I was worried about placing my bet because I missed it last time. We don't play next to a tie. And sometimes when I do play both tables, the energy must really be there because I'm noticing that when a tie comes, it also comes on the other table at the same time. I mean, isn't that crazy? I think it's crazy. All right. So we had a no, a tie, 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 tie. Three tie spots next to a row, next to each other there. I mean, one we tried to play, it went tie. So was a two-step dance, two-step. Need a little bit of help. Didn't get it. Like I said, all right, so now we're going back down to a unit. If I would have just paid attention, we'd already had our 4 units. All right, there's one of them. So now we're going to need our next bet. Let's just take a look at what's been happening at the other table. So there's certainly no defining lines here as far as the way their ties are going. But she has been working. She had a yes, yes, went tie, no, tie, yes, and then a no. So she's not sitting on anything necessarily right here. No real discernible patterns on any of these boards that are really repeating. I mean, these got into the 2s till it's broken by the 3s. She came back with a yes, so she's just doing her quick step, right? Yes, no, yes, no, yes. That went 5 times, but now she's playing next to a tie. No, yes, no. No. All right. So after the tie, we're going to be looking for a 2-unit bet on banker. We've got a no, no. And we're going to be looking for that one to change. 8. Can I get an 8-8 tie? Probably not. All right, here we go. Positive progression. And the dance is where we need our back-to-back. So a banker here would give us a red circle, a red bullet, and a blue slash. Well, come right back to that 8 again. I don't know if we can go to pull another tie out here. Nope. We got the Baccarat. We got the 0. All right. There's our 1 unit, which gets us back to basically even. Not long enough streaks, not enough boomerangs happening to go, yeah, that makes sense. This would be a boomerang here if she sticks it with the player, and she didn't. The banker ended up coming back. So a banker here would give us a red slash on the cockroach pig road, which would be good because that would keep this as 2x2s. It would give us a red slash here, which ends that, and a blue bullet here, which actually continues this pattern of solo at least paired, solo at least paired, solo at least paired, and this would make this solo, and we would expect that blue one to pair. But let's get the banker to work here. Bring the energy. Got a little bit of work. Not enough. Let's see how much she still has. It looks like she still has enough shoe here. So here she did the yes, yes, no, yes, no. So if she was going to do another yes here to continue that, it would give us a blue slash, a blue bullet, and a blue circle here on the Big-Eyed Boy Road. It also would continue this. Oh no, so that'd be red. So we want the banker to go up there. I don't know. Player looks stronger here. So if I was just betting on the derived roads, I would think the player would have the bigger bet. And look, I lost again. Dang it, I lost again. That's why it's gambling. Certainly can't read that energy perfectly every time, but it did come back. But she still continues her dance, right? Even though I was betting on the banker, or sorry, the player, the dance was still continuing. So she's going yes, no, yes, no, yes. So this would be, so a player here would give us a blue circle, a blue bullet, and a red slash. So it looks like we should have been following the energy of the quick step dance here, right? So if we're going to follow that energy, let's put a unit at risk here and say, let's give it a shot. And right now we're down 3 units. So as far as our 10 unit progression, I mean, this looks like, this strategy can make you some quick money, because you can certainly see if you win 2 back-to-back right in the beginning, you're going to be getting 3 back, right? But it certainly seems to give me a lot of longevity. And there we got our first unit doing the dance. So this will give us a red, a blue, and a blue. Looks like the banker's got a good shot at this. There's a little bit of an energy line coming from the ties, but I guess we could have threw a nickel at a tie. We're up half a unit. Actually, I'm going to count out how many times she's done the dance back to back without having a repeater. So if this was, I believe, the 7th time, that's why I'm taking a beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, didn't start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that was her 8th time. So we would have won that, because that continued to be the 9th time that she was doing the dance there. So that last one would have been a win, because she went no, yes. So this would give us a blue circle, a red dot, and a red slash. Well, hopefully the dance continues, because if I was looking at the derived roads, I'd be happier about putting a bet on the player. Do you remember, this is a 1 unit bet or a 2 unit bet? No, this was our 1 unit bet. So the dance continues. That's exciting. So that has gone 10 times with the quick step. The only one that I would have been hesitant about betting was the 7th. So this would give us a blue slash on the Cockroach Pig Road, a red bullet, which I like, on the short road, a blue circle on the Big-Eyed Boy Road. Like I said, this one felt really good. When I was looking at the charts, seeing how the energy was rolling out in the game. So we are up 3.5 units, and that's fantastic. So until tomorrow, Mike the Gambling Guy out. We're going to continue doing the challenge until we're getting my banker up to $6,400 a day. That's where I'm going to start taking some withdrawals out of the casino. So hopefully you're coming right along with me. Hopefully your legs are still intact. You did see me take some damage the other day, but we got that back really without much issue. Now, I did have the one issue the very next day. I said, I'm going to tell you the truth about what's going on here, and that's important. But I thought it was kind of fun playing another money management strategy. Who knows? We might have hit our units a little bit earlier with the Fibonacci, just the way that goes up and comes back and allows us to kind of bob and sway, right, move around a little bit as far as that go. But this was fun in order to play a different money management strategy. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, like the video. Appreciate if you subscribe. Really trying to grow the viewership of this channel, and I thank you so much for your support. Until next time, Mike the Gambling Guy. I'm out.